there is a solution and things can change. They don't have to continue as they are. Call Bright Paths if you want to live, really live. My name is Gabriel. I'm originally from Northern California. I work in the sound industry doing sound for animated movies. I grew up very much an overachiever. I excelled generally in most everything I did, but I always had kind of a pit inside of me. I struggled with self-esteem and self-worth and self-love. Nothing was ever good enough. In retrospect, I can see there's that sort of addictive behavior there. My first problems with drinking was drinking by myself to sort of squash my feelings. And this is in my mid-20s. I would drink when times are good, drink when times are bad. In my 20s and 30s, could sort of, handle it. I guess, sort of high functioning, heavy drinker. In my mid-40s, I was drinking daily, drinking at work before I came home. So there was an incident last spring. I was in a bad state mentally, ended up being inebriated at work to the point where a coworker insisted that he drive me home. Facing the consequences of already having gone to rehab twice that work knew about and had supported. And here I was, inebriated, drunk at work, knowing that my career that I had worked 26 years at was on the line. I really knew that something had to change at that point. My whole attitude had to change. So that's when I came upon Bright Paths. After meeting the staff, I knew that this was where I needed to be. Bright Paths was a bit different than the other rehabs I'd been to. The biggest thing is that honestly was the size. It was much smaller and more intimate, and all of us here got really personalized one-on-one attention with all of the staff and all of the different people that would come in to do groups. Before I committed to sobriety, I felt alone. I felt out of control. I felt lost. I didn't see a way forward. I didn't trust in a larger power, a larger group to lean on to get through life. And now I recently became a homeowner. My daughter comes over to my house. We're working through the divorce situation. Everyone at work has commented on my change in attitude physically. I dropped 40 pounds in the last year. I have, in the last year, completely rebuilt my life. I found a new sponsor and new meetings, new home group, reworking the steps, absolutely new habits, new friends, new hobbies, and just a whole new perspective on life, a whole new support group of people, and a whole new way of dealing with challenges. I come back to Bright Paths about once a month to talk to the clients here. That keeps me in the middle and in a part of, and keeps me humble, which is what I need. If you have a loved one that is struggling with drugs and or alcohol, there is a solution. Call Bright Paths if you want to live, really live.